3.
Why was it so delayed, dude? When you're trying to guess the thing.
Two.
The energy in the fucking studio today. Oh,
Meow.
Rawr.
God. Incredible. Hi, I had an intro. It's gone. It's coming. Okay. Focus. Hi, my name is Jocelyn. Welcome to Star Crawl RPG and our second session of Not for Sale with our lovely gay revolutionaries. And they're fighting the capitalism and all of that. And I am so excited to be back. And thank you again to Moz and Starcrawl for hosting this truly near and dear to my heart game, and also the intro screen. Hello.
Hold on. All right.
Yeah,
Jocelyn,
I
could you
am
say something
talking
real
right
quick?
now and seeing if we can make sure that you can hear me. And we were about to introduce Insha and how amazing they are.
Audio's
But
back.
is the audio back? Brilliant. Awesome. Hello. Let's try that again. We're going to jump to our dear Insha and get going with that again because apparently I poked the dragon too hard.
Um, yep. Hi, I'm Insha. I go by she, they pronouns. You could find me all over the internet, anywhere you want. Just don't DM me weird stuff. That'd be okay for me. And unless it's by my permission, I guess. And the voice is gonna be voice, and so I don't know what to do. And I will be playing Josie, also known as Dami Mommy, I guess.
It's true.
It's canon. It's canon now.
We're here. Good. We got this. We got this.
Doing great.
Anything else?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay,
That's
cool.
all.
I was ready to just watch you vibe. Oh, it was great.
I can do that
so
all day. Trust me.
incredible. Alec, I'm so sorry.
Hey, everybody. My name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him. I play Sterling here. Not for Sale, our trickster who wears a lot of masks. When I'm not here, you can find me over at Tales Archive. I'm the archivist for Known Realms Telesh, and I produce a lot of content over there. And I'm also over at Stealthy Old Productions playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition in a few campaigns. That's me.
Awesome. We're gonna go to Nate.
Whoa, that's me. Hi, internet. I'm Nate. I play Reggie. He's devoted. Yeah.
What do you
I'm
do?
excited to be here.
What do you do?
I make podcasts. I make stuff. Check out Escape to Dungeon podcast. Check out all the places. Check out the internet. Google Nate. See what pops up.
Mm.
Uh, anyway, sorry, I just got a message. I have to respond to it. I'm so sorry. Oh my god,
I
Maz.
can go next. Yes. Hi, I'm Maz. To answer something, I think the storyteller or the name in Thirsty Sword Lesbians is Game Master. That's why I said it as that.
And I totally forgot about it.
Okay, cool, cool. I was like, one, I would be really honored to have thought of that, but I did not. But hi, y'all. I'm playing Brava today, our wonderful androgynous they them who is here, boss, ready, has cool heels, and is kind of on like the edge of their like, like they have one last thread before they just show their venom form and messes things up. That's kind of the energy for them. But have seen me in other things on Starcrawl, clearly for Starcrawl things. I voice act, play games, and started a solo TTRPG thing this week. But yeah, other than that, I'm so excited to play and get back into this awesome world.
Amazing. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a recap of last session. So last time we met our four characters. We met Brava, the stoic but always shifting Nova Sense manager who takes no nonsense, as well as her devoted employee and friend Reggie. Wow.
Audio's out again.
Well, I'm gonna just talk so people can see the captions because
You got it.
apparently we don't know what's happening, and I don't know
Audio's back.
why. What is happening?
What? What is happening?
Being apparently hates me, but
Doing
uh,
a quick refresh of
Oh.
all the browser.
Oh.
Yeah,
hmm?
just doing a quick refresh of all the browser links
Got
because,
it, got it, got it.
you
Okay,
know,
just let me know when you're ready, and I'll carry on.
if it's back, yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Um. So Brava helped Reggie out with a Karen at the Nova Sense before being texted by Charlotte, who is the owner of the last independent coffee shop in Bell Barons, particularly in Lower Barons. Lower Barons seems to be the only place that remains relatively untouched by the Denial Corporation as an example of archaic days, but there's probably some other reason. Charlotte basically asked if Reggie and Bravo would come to the Calf and Caboodle as well as Josie, the matriarch and head of the Hurston, a Harlem inspired jazz club with very exclusive clientele and a very strict, they need to drink and fuck so I can get money. Um, and Josie was approached by one of her family, Adams, who let her know that she was needed by Charlotte. Sterling, a local ne'er-do-well vagabond was sitting outside the cafe, often gets free drinks from Charlotte, and met up with the group. Basically Charlotte brought everyone in, and
Oh, no. I don't know what. Um, let's see. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do that
Okay,
as
I'll be
well
right
because I
back.
don't
Sorry, everyone. I don't know what's happening.
start the stream. You know, so sit and chat for a little bit. Inari, don't test me right now, babe. Actually, no, I adore you. I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna just restart the stream. We're gonna pretend like nothing happened, and then we're just gonna, we're just gonna do that because this is ridiculous.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening.
I don't think it's. I think it's. Is it just Jocelyn's?
From what I've heard. But then again, I've also done the majority of the talking.
Yeah.
All right. Are we back?
And now,
Hello. We are fighting the tech goblins, the true BBEG of TTRPGs. We are currently using Video Ninja and putting it through OBS. So we are just trying to make it work with what we want it to do. I'm going to finish up the recap really quickly so we can get right into it. So essentially, our four revolutionaries agreed to a plan to stop a grand bar opening of a Upper Barons Novasense and potentially find out about this weird consumable nanobot thought surveillance thing. You went upstairs to do trivia, but Adams texted Charlotte, and Charlotte related that the Rainbow Joy, which was one of the gay bars that Sterling sent denial agents to, is under threat of being commoditized. This is an Arcano-tech infused denial takeover and is notably the first forceful commoditization attempt in Lower Barons. They've tried to buy things, but they've never tried to force defeated the grunt agents there, destroying a nanobot infused whistle and trapping one agent under Brava's healed foot. That, my friends, is where we are now. You see that almost all of the other denial agents have scattered. They've either been shooed off by the clientele of the bar. You see that the resident owner and bartender of the bar, who goes by just Z, Z. Go ahead and they are shutting down the lights, closing doors, helping try to clear that force field Arcanotech fence with a lot of difficulty with other members of clientele. And Z looks at all of you and just like, we will talk later. Like, I'm so grateful to you. Basically kind of like pink mohawkish hair, lawn scar down the side of the face, always black lipstick. And they just like look at you with gratitude as they run around to try to do damage control and shoo off the remaining denial agents. But the four of you are currently surrounding, I believe it was Agent which agent did you put under your foot? I'm trying to remember which one. I don't remember. I think it was 4, and 4 was
Do they need a name?
no one got a name. It was agent 1, 2, 3, and 4. I remember because a couple of you got strings. Uh, um, agent 4, who I believe I made a femnon-binary. If I'm wrong, we'll retcon it, and that's what we'll say they are. Um, you see they're in a suit under this heel, looking up at you, Brava, and just like trying not to show you any emotion on their face.
Brava. What's the word? I'm trying to think. Their Venom side has like really sharp eyeliner, and they're just looking down at this agent like, "Are you really sure you don't want to join us? It can be really fun, especially with me."
Roll me an entice check.
It's double sixes, right?
Yeah.
Damn it. Ugh. Does entice use anything?
Heart.
Okay. That's good. That's good that it has heart.
Step on them harder.
I'm trying. I really am trying. Um,
Remember, if you
what's
fail, you do gain experience.
they definitely do. That was a sadness. Um,
Can you be more specific about the sadness?
that's a 2.
Oh no. Brava, I think it's less about you and more about them. As they look up at you, and they are again wearing these kind of blue tinted, they look like blue light glasses, these round black lenses, or not round, like kind of square at the top and round at the bottom glasses. As they look up at you, it's like there is a trained stoicism, like do not blink, do not falter. Like the emotion has been drained out of them. You are unfortunately going to fail that roll, but the good news is you get to take an experience. I don't think you're going to stagger. I don't think this is enough to make you stagger. I think this is just, you tried, and there's something in them that they're just not falling for what you're putting down. No, I get the
Seeing them
potential.
like just have not like the reaction they wanted for that. They just press their heel in more, and just like,
Mm.
fine. You know what? I don't
Yep.
care anyway. And they turn to Sterling, Josie, and Reggie. Is there something where we can throw this away? We don't really have industrial garbage bags unless I go back to the shop. They turn like to just say like after you.
Putting and terrifying as possible will like kind of brutally pull the paint up on their face, like the skin kind of pulls up for a second as it's
Hot.
just a big smile, a big like clown smile. um they lean over this person, kind of like straddling them, grabs the collar, pulls up, and jams the sword like directly next to their head.
Hmm.
Oh God.
How many more of you are
Thanks.
coming? Tell me now, before your tongue leaves your face.
Roll me a figure it out check.
Okay. I have to off-put being hot as a character by being incredibly goofy out of character.
Oh, sorry, just 1 second. Will you give me just 1 second?
Absolutely. Sure. Sorry, what role was that?
That is a figure it out check.
Figure it out. Okay.
So for the audience, when you try
2d6.
to understand a person, roll wit.
Oh. 12.
Brilliant. You can ask them 2 questions from the following, and you can kind of like warp it a little bit to your needs.
Even the keys.
All right. Sterling is in full, like, it's a mixed bag, right? Because Sterling's the reason they're here. So there's a bit of responsibility that he's putting on himself. And there's also the, how do I make this into a terrifying experience for you? How do I make you regret the fact that you guys all came?
I get. I sup- I get. Fuck.
Let's see if your coverage.
Spits out some blood. Mhm.
We can.
I'm down.
Okay.
We're trying this. We're gonna make this work. Stop being homophobic.
I swear to fucking God, bruv.
Bruv,
Let's play the
Oh.
fucking game.
I can't believe you've done this. Oh.
I can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe you've done this. All right, y'all, tell us how we're doing. Tell us if it's any better. We just want to get stepped on, okay?
All I hear are screams.
Only if you're
So,
good or bad.
all right. All I hear are the
Only if you're
yells.
bad is crazy.
It's fucking buck wild. Tell me if you've been naughty, darling.
Oh, darling. Naughty, naughty. All right. Back in the zone of being intimidated. Hang on, I can easily get myself there. Against face cut. Oh god. Great.
Yeah.
Back in the mode. The agent looks at Sterling with an expression you can't quite place with what little expression, they have on their face. Brava, are you still? I'm sorry, you're not. You're still holding them to the ground. This all happened while they're still lying down, or did they get pulled up?
No, they are not holding them to the ground. They have like walked backwards and let
Okay.
Sterling take the, I guess, visual of
Mm-hmm.
holding them down, just being like, look, we're standing here, hot and
Yeah,
menacing.
because Sterling straddled them, and then
Oh,
Sterling
yeah.
hot.
Oh
And
yeah.
then Sterling got up.
Yeah, and they looked back and was like, "Does anybody else want their pound of flesh?" Kind of just
Yeah.
queuing in Josie or Reggie if they want to
I
fuck
want
this
a
person
pound
up.
of something.
I'm about to go to Pound Town.
Thank you so much for being here. My name is Jocelyn. I'm leaving.
You're gonna need the sex copy for that, actually.
All right. The agent is standing there with blood trickling down their face from the cut that Sterling has given them. Josie, they're not going anywhere because they're just looking like I know that if I try to run right now, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. So if there's anything else,
What were the
the
just a brief hand motion of just like, excuse me,
You're
and
so
then
quiet. I don't
oh,
know.
it's probably me.
Yep.
Hi. um, I think Josie would just kind of like look at Sterling and then just like briefly just like flash her hand, just be like, excuse me, and then literally stand over this man, um, or this person with they could see if you're looking up here, they could see like everything, and then
Oh.
Josie would look down at them and just be like, "Who do you love the most?" And I will roll you a figure out a person.
yeah, I was gonna say.
um, I got I got a 5 and a 6.
Oh my God, 11. Wow. Um, they look at you, and there's a flit of something, and they say, "I don't." Costs too much.
Shame.
Oh, that's really sad.
Yeah, it is, bud. Thanks.
I think after she doesn't need a second question. None of this matters to her. She would just kind of like take her sword and then just plunge.
Are you gonna kill?
Yeah.
And they die.
Josie would just like kind of move her foot from over his and then go, I need to go to my establishment and you can stay.
yeah, you see that while you do see that there are clientele and Z doing damage control. It looks like most of the denial agents were not killed. Most of them were chased off. And you see that Z runs up to the dead body and looks at all the three of you remaining, just goes, "Oh, come on, now I have to clean it up." No, nothing. God, starts dragging the body when none of you say anything.
We're really sorry. It's just we're kind of busy, and you're kind of a bad guy, so enjoy yourself.
And our shift ended like a good hour ago.
No, so Z is the person who owns the gay club,
Oh, okay.
as clarification.
I think Sterling
I
just
was-
doesn't say a word, but will start dragging people to. Is there water nearby?
No, not really. You're
Mm.
pretty much kind of like in the middle of an urban territory.
They'll deal with it.
Yeah, well, because Z, there's only one body. It looks like no one else killed anyone. That was all a you guys. It's fine. But Josie, you've taken off down the cobblestone street back to your business, and the three of you, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think Sterling's following Josie.
Brava would be walking with them as well, just probably showing a little bit more emotion. Just that was disgusting.
Which part?
The way they had to rely on, I guess, they like take out a rolled thing for themselves and just light it up again. The fact that they seem to be okay with just no, it's disgusting because they seem to be also hurting, and I don't like that.
They forget that they are one unfortunate circumstance away from being us. What they are unwilling to do is sacrifice their comfort. What they are unwilling to do is to see us as human beings. Because to them, we are trash to be cleared from the streets. We are nothing more than disposable. But the critical problem with that line of thinking is that they cannot remember that they are us. Lil look at the rolled up joint, just be like, excellent reminder. Anybody want a cigarette?
Please.
Darling, there you are.
Hmm?
See,
They-
Sterling will look back in the box. Yes,
They'll
no.
take like a
They'll kill me.
they'll take a quick drag of what they have. If they are but us, then so are we. One missed rent payment, one loss, and we could be them too.
That's the tragedy of it, though. I don't think any of us are particularly comfortable. We seem to sacrifice that more than most.
Bravo.
and hear this conversation, take Sterling's cigarettes, and then look at them and just be like, "You don't have one."
It must have fell off when Reggie and I were heroically launched across the, well, you know. Take it, it's fine.
She would keep it between her.
Yeah, no. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's session 2!
Session 2!
And then stare directly at them and then just be like, "Do you want more? You know where to find me."
Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and bump Sterling's feelings meter up too. I think absolutely stunned, but like very quick to pick up the ruse, or pick up like the mask and the facade again. Sterling would just inhale, savor it, exhale it, and just yes, of course, darling. I know I can count on you for anything. And he'll start like pirouetting around to fight off the gay feelings.
As you are all approaching the Hurston, Brava, you get a buzz on your phone, and you see it's Charlotte, and it just says question mark exclamation point question mark exclamation point, and then dot dot dot.
I'm
Right?
sorry,
No,
what?
need to be clearer. You good?
Yes. Period. Send.
You get a thumbs up in response. That's the
Just the
reason they
denial, like basic ass, like thumbs up.
Oh yeah, the basic white boy thumbs up, 100%. It because Charlotte knows that when they need a simple and straightforward answer, they text you, like, and they basically that was their code for saying, "Are you alive, or do I need to send like fucking backup?" You know what I mean? So they just give you a thumbs up, and as you approach the Hurston, Josie, it's about like maybe 8:30 at night at this point. What is a typical weeknight? Because I don't know how busy y'all are on weeknights. You hear Sade's voice, just this melodic, beautiful mezzo, smooth over jazz notes, coast through with accompaniment from the outside, along with the smells of cigarettes and alcohol and spices and whatever the frick that dust is that you told no one to inhale last time. What does it look like on like it's like a Monday night? What does the Hurston look like on a typical 8:30 p.m. Monday night?
Oh, it's usually packed. It's usually filled with just the richest of scum. I want to say around like 1 a.m. is when that stuff starts falling down. So everybody needs to leave the facility or have a mask by 1 p.m. if you're not going to drink or fuck your way through this entire experience. But usually everybody has something in their hands. Everybody is yelling at each other. There's probably a couple fighting in a corner because somebody looked at somebody else. Um, there's probably somebody like at the bar trying to dry hump their way into oblivion. Like it's a whole thing.
Naturally.
Mm-hmm. 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 You see that your lookout, which is to remind everyone, your lookout Devin, who is, wearing very simple clothing, just like blazer, button down, slacks, heels, has this kind of like top knot of curly hair with wisps falling down the side of her face, brown skin, these dark piercing eyes, which are just perfect for what they do as they stand at the lights. But as much as they're looking at Sade, who her smile gleams almost as brightly as her hoop earrings in the spotlight as she sings, you see that Devin is constantly looking around, and you notice that behind their back, only you would notice this, they're signaling to Adams in case something needs to, like, someone is going too far and needs to be kicked out, or someone is trying to get somewhere where they shouldn't be. And you see Adams almost unseen, this just quick moving figure, weaving in and out, and suddenly people who were a problem are suddenly no longer a problem. It is a well-oiled system that you have here. And I believe all three of you, this is the first time you've ever been here.
Oh yeah, we're here for a thirsty Monday.
That's not. That's as you came in here.
As if hearing you, Adams just look at you like,
He's fine. He's fine. That's just how he is.
Am I allowed to be shirtless in here?
You're not allowed to be shirtless anywhere, darling. Don't do that to
Oh,
I don't know
Okay.
if he wants to be shirtless.
We don't do no shirt, no shoes, no pants we can get away with. You want to take off your pants?
No, but why?
a
Why
little
can
bit.
we? Why can we take off the pants and not the shirt?
Well, if you're going to drink, then you're going to fuck. If you're going to fuck, then you're going to have to take off your pants at some point. This is just the philosophy of this place.
So,
Wait, people fuck with shirts on?
and they're just shirt cocking it?
Yeah, basically, that's what we do
Huh.
here.
What an incredible establishment.
Sade wraps up a song and is very, very, has finished up the first half of a set. You recognize the number, Josie, that she's finished. And I believe, bump up Adams's need last time. So as soon as the song is done, Sade goes to get a drink of water, sparkling water from the bar that is like sourced from somewhere that's not Denial, but probably is owned by Denial because you can't really escape it. You see Adams approaches the four of you and says, "Can I get bartender get you anything to drink? Everything okay?" We again heard the non-fun screaming.
And Goldis?
It's nothing a Sazerac couldn't fix.
Can do, can do. What about you two? Josie, I'll get you your usual.
Can I get a coffee martini?
You want espresso martini or like cold brew martini? Because we can make you both.
Get her whatever she wants.
Oh no, trust me. I just want to make sure I get her the right one. Do you want both?
Give me both. And your number if you're writing something.
My lord.
Oh my god!
Adam, first of all, take roll me an entice check. Because 100% you're rolling me an entice check on Adams right now. For reference, Adams is based off of Arsema Thomas, who plays the young lady Agatha Danbury in Queen Charlotte. So if you're looking for a visual in like a leather jacket, like hello. But let me know what you get on that entice check.
I got a 10 without my heart.
Oh hell yeah! Do you have a heart bonus or is your heart 0?
No, it's 0.
Okay, with a 10, that is definitely a success. So, you're gonna gain a string on them unless they decide to get flustered or awkward, promise something they think you want, or give in to desire. In this moment, Adams would very much like to give in to desire. Their mother figure is right the fuck there. So they're going to let you have that string. And they are going to get flustered. Because when you roll a 10 plus, you gain a string and they choose one of the options. Um, so you see Adams goes, yeah, no, definitely. Looks at Josie with like, is it cool? Is it cool? Is this cool? Like, very rarely do you see this muscle mommy look sheepish. Looking at Josie like, it's your friend. Um, and gonna look at Reggie and goes, and drink, drink for you.
Oh yeah, could I get a chocolate milk?
Josie, do we have chocolate milk?
Get him what he wants.
Yeah, okay, I'm on it. And Adams will run to speak to the bartender. But yeah, take that string on Adams. You got a string on Adams now.
Got it. They just like give them a wink, and like when Reggie is, if they're, I feel like they're in the. Let me know, Nate, but like halfway between like, is it pants? No, shirt, and like they just say shirt, shirt, please, and thank you. Trivia will be here soon, so you need to represent us.
Pants, no shirt, no. Taking them both down.
Yeah,
Put
you
your
just like,
shoes
which
back
one?
on.
Nope. Leave this. Yep. Leave that on. Nope. Nope.
How do I take my pants off if I don't take my shoes off?
It's just the bow tie, like a toenail dancer.
Be right back,
The bow
though.
tie matches my thong.
Okay. Matches my thumb.
Oh boy.
Oh. I must say, this is quite the establishment you have there, Josie. It's just the right amount of musky.
Yeah, we do need to turn on the fan at some point. Especially when everybody starts doing their business.
Yes, lots of business meetings going on.
No, not at all.
You see that there, I think with your permission, Josie, I think there are some back rooms that like Devin is not letting anyone into right now because it's too early in the night.
Oh yeah.
Like when it's later on, you can go to the back rooms. Not right now. You need to drink more. Also, I'm gonna steal a comment I just saw in the Twitch chat, which is Reggie. You keep getting dollar bills tucked into your waistband.
That's real good.
Actually, no,
thank
it's
you.
not dollar bills because
Oh,
there's
thank
no
you.
cash. You just see people tapping your cell phone with their cell phone, giving you denial points.
Ching ching.
Oh, thank you.
You just keep hearing.
Oh, thank you.
Boo-doo-doop,
Oh, thank you.
boo-doo-doop, boo-doo-doop, boo-doo-doop.
Oh wow, that was a really nice.
Brava
Thank you.
is sitting there with their phone. If there is an app where they can do this with denial points, where they're just like,
You pull up the sound effects app, and there's like the money spraying tip app, and there's like it's like a Venmo equivalent, but you have to swipe it to do it, and so you just hear this Florida coming from the phone.
but with the most like they are behind their sunglasses, they're just very calm and chill, but just point every after another.
Yeah, and you know that Sade has the company tablet whenever she sings. So if people want to tip her, they tap the phone. Because even though you hate to say it, denial points are where you get like the sparkling water that you need and some of the spirits. Like sometimes the only things you can get are from denial. But yeah, you guys have as much time as you want to spend here. If there's anything else you want, I'm going to let y'all take it for a little bit. If you want to spend some time here, I've got a few NPCs. If you want to move on back to the Caffeine Caboodle and do some trivia, which is going to start in a half hour, and just let me know what you'd like to do with the rest of your evening.
Let's see. I know Brava will want to use this moment to talk with everyone. I don't know
It's
how
rather
often we
noisy,
do that.
right? How noisy is it in here right now, Josie?
If Sade just left, it's pretty much just like the crowd noise, but
Mm-hmm.
Adams tries to keep that to a minimum just in case I have a meeting.
Sade goes ahead and not Shoddy, excuse me, Adams brings the drinks and slides a receipt to it's not, sorry, taps your phone. I keep forgetting, probably paperless. Taps your phone, Brava, and you see a number pop up with Adams's name.
They just like look them up and down from the behind their sunglasses, like, okay. But as soon as they leave, that's when Bravo will kind of like sit in close if there is noise going around. And if people are passing by Reggie, they'll let them get the points that they need, but they'll pull Reggie in too, just to be like, all right. So, this little adventure that we had, this is me, Ma, saying, thinking, we haven't done this kind of stuff before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's correct. Maybe
Definitely first
individually,
time.
but not as a unit. Yeah.
Not as a unit. I think Josie's done maybe her fair share of assassinations.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's just a thing that has happened.
Yeah.
I love that for her.
For sure,
She's a
Brava has
mafia-
done. That's true.
She's
That's
a mafia mommy. Anyway, I'm sorry. Brava
She is
has
a mafia
what?
mafia. From the way that they, from the way that they are like part social activists, and like Brava's venom form comes out in moments, and Josie may have seen it. I think Brava. No one would know this, and Josie would have hints to it that Brava does this like a silent vigilante kind of thing, and that's how they saw their venom form. They're finding ways to like do something for their venom form to come out. So when they talk to everyone in the group, there is like a light or a fire behind Brava's eyes for a moment. They talk about it, but also like fear. So they're just like, I don't really want to risk my job, honestly. And Reggie does get fairly paid and compensated, so, don't want to risk his future. How thrilling was that? I mean, that's not what I meant.
You can mean it.
Then I do.
It was pretty awesome. It reminded me a lot like when I was growing up with my family, but we were not getting money from people who owed us. We were just beating up mean people. So it was cool.
Yes, absolutely thrilling it was. Absolutely.
Nothing more.
What do
You
you mean?
seemed the thrill, at least for me, came from acknowledging something so real. You said it so well. What if we had taken something of yours and made it? Oh, I can't even. That was thrilling to me. The
That's
fact that
poetry,
somebody could
baby.
actually.
Guys, go ahead and watch The Hill We Meet Upon on Starcrawl.
Power plug.
Plugging a VOD during our live game.
I'm here to support the growth of the channel, y'all.
We were having a moment. No, it's great.
Maz is broken, but Brava is just like, yes, poetry. I don't really read poetry, but if that it is what that was, then yes, poetry.
Well, there are people to be angry at, people to harness our aggression towards.
We should punch them all in the face.
I'd like that plan, Reggie. I do.
The first good idea.
It's
that
the
I've
first
heard all
time
day.
anyone's ever said that to me.
Reggie, darling, you have plenty of good ideas. Taking off the pants? Come on, look at how many points you've gotten. Exactly.
Yeah, this is the best birthday ever.
Dude, you are. Listen, maybe you can actually take a day off of work, which is never going to happen because, well, we know why.
Well, I don't know about that.
Huh?
I just, I don't feel sick, so I don't think I should take a day off.
No. I understand. Uh, you keep being as wonderful as you are, Reggie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There are
You're
people
wonderful
we need.
too.
There are people we need to take this to. Obviously, running from like any sort of.
Feelies, no!
Get this shit out of here. There are people we can harness this aggression towards, and maybe it's time we do so. Because they don't fucking care about us.
Josie would probably like go over to Sterling and put her hand on their back and be like, "You're doing wonderful."
Sorry, what did you say to Sterling? I didn't
It's like-
catch it.
You're doing wonderful. Keep going.
Okay.
I love that you're
Yes,
breaking
ma'am.
Alex so fucking hard.
Oh, dog, I struggle with this shit. I'm not here. Think about it this way. Josie has people to protect. Reggie, you have a Brava to protect. And Brava, well, you have threats to step on. You did it well. And I would not want to keep that from you, darling. What I meant with that sentiment of we are as close to them as they are to us, they're trapped in a system, yes? They're trapped in a line of thinking that keeps them encased in a pit
Like
that they can never...
Tron?
Exactly like Tron, yes. Now you're thinking with portals, right? That's what kids are saying. Portals thinking. Anyway,
Nailed
but
it.
yes, you're on. Reggie, thank you. Maybe they are not the people we need to focus on. Maybe it's the people building, digging the trenches, digging the pits.
We don't step on the workers, we step on their bosses.
Exactly. You get it. And I mean, come on, you all have people to protect.
Yes, you all do.
Josie would just like look up at Sterling silently and be like, "Brava, you did it." Knowing something
Mhm.
locked away, being like, "We do all have people to protect." And what would be the next steps of that? Murder is easy. Taking down a corporation's a little hard. But doing both,
Mhm.
that's thrilling.
And I'm guessing, Reggie, you're in.
Well, yeah, if you're doing it, then I'm in this.
I love him.
What do we do next?
Well, would it be dreadful if I skipped trivia? I know, Reggie, I'm sorry. I just, there's so much blood on my clothes. There's so much...
You can have my shirt.
Reggie, you are 150 pounds heavier than I am. I
Yeah,
will
it'll
be
be like a
wearing.
dress for you.
What am I going to do with these clothes that are very much like that are covered in blood?
Well, we
We
can
can-
find a way to burn them if we need to,
I
but
I
shirt
like
dresses are
them.
in.
I like
Oh,
I like my clothes. It's
you
like
don't
if I
just change
looked
them
at
out
that
once
beautiful
you.
dress that Josie's wearing and said, "Oh, what if we burned it because you got a stain on it?"
Again,
We can get
I
it washed.
Josie would immediately cut this conversation and be like, "Come." Would lead Sterling like up the
Me?
stairs. Yes.
Oh,
Come.
uh, as you wish. I like will Jester skip away.
Probably as they pass by, look at Adams and then look at Devin and be like, anything they want while I'm gone. Thank you. Then just like, because there's for the Hurston, there's like 3 layers of this place. Upstairs is Josie's domain. No one goes there. Only one person has a key there, and it is only Josie. And then there's the club floor, and then there's the downstairs where all like the accessories go. um, and when Josie leads Sterling upstairs, they'd be like, strip,
Kinky.
What?
strip.
Now?
Now.
Is this some sort of power trip thing, Josie?
No, this is me getting you new clothes. Do you want to strip and get new clothes so you can do your duties, or do you want to argue with me?
I don't want to argue with you. I think you are the most sensible person here.
Then strip.
What do I get out of this other than new clothes? Starts taking the jacket off. All right. Well, but yeah, I mean, they'll take the clothes off, and I think Josie just sees an array of tattoos from like the neck down that are often covered by these heavy layers. A lot of like geometric shapes, a lot of script. There's like a flower sleeve that goes down from one side down to the fingertips.
Hot.
Add it to the counter, dude. And then, listen, it's been a long day. And frankly, I need to check on some things, which I imagine you understand. Fully nude at this point.
I do. Wait here. Josie would just spin around, probably go into their closet, which is like these layers of just like Batman esque open doors.
Hell
And
Yeah.
and then would pick something out that would like suit Sterling just fine. And then come out and go, I know this has been a hard day for you, and I know what you have to go back home and do. So, here you go. Take these, get dressed, and no one will ask any questions.
You know.
No. Unless you want me to ask questions, which I don't assume that you do. So, get dressed, go home, come back anytime you wish.
Thank you, Josie. This is. You have a home here that you need to protect. Yes?
Yes.
And protect it.
But there's something you can like see like Josie kind of like full bone like not want to say the thing that she wants to say, but she's just kind of like, you also have something to protect. And I am going to help you as much as I can. So,
Sterling nods. Yeah, and just
get these clothes on, get dressed, go and do whatever you need to do.
I just jump out the window.
Don't, no, Sterling, please.
Sterling will get dressed and kind of veil themselves in like, I imagine something maybe a little bigger, like they can kind of hide themselves. And as Josie kind of moves away, Sterling will like almost instinctually. It's like two magnets of opposite polarity just grabbing her hand. Josie, thank you.
Josie would. Sit there and just be like, of course. Anything?
Different counter now.
Central counter one.
The music I have playing for myself is so perfect. It's like noir.
Oh, I
jazz
made
music.
it the stream's hearing it now. So
good.
because I'm also hearing it.
Sterling, do you head out?
They do. Before they leave, they'll just again say thank you to Josie, but I am going to up my feelings to 2. Because I am going to what is it?
Fall in love.
Secretly perform a loving act for someone. And I am going to leave my phone number hidden in Josie's room.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, gosh.
With a note that says, "You have help from me too," with a little like gesture drawing on the side.
Oh my gosh. So
And
cute.
they'll leave. She'll leave.
As you do, Josie, you come downstairs. Remember, Adams's need has gone up to 1. And Adams has been trying to subtly get your attention all night, but you do still see Reggie and Brava sitting at the bar, which I want to quickly visit the 2 of them before you come back. Brava, you are basically any drink you and Reggie want, it keeps coming. The bartender keeps supplying with absolutely no question. The drinks are great. They may be denial liquors, but they are high class liquors that are able to be gotten from much rarer places. And you and Reggie sit at the bar as Josie in this. So we're going to give you a moment while Josie and Sterling were having their scene. What were the 2 of you doing?
When they had left, Bravo was messing with their like cold brew and espresso martinis. Sipping at it slowly, opens up their phone to the number, like looks from Adam, like from the distance, and for a second just shakes their head and deletes the number. And then looks to Reggie and just, I understand you want to do something a little dangerous. I understand you want to follow me. But you have a family.
Yeah, but they're mean. And you're nice.
I am not nice.
You remember
I'm
my
kind.
birthday.
I did. I also did log you 8 hours tomorrow, so you should not show up at work tomorrow.
What?
I'm so
What do
sorry,
you-
Reggie. Do I look like I like to repeat myself?
You don't look like it. I'm
Hot.
very. I don't. You said. So I. But how do I work if I don't show up to work? I don't. What?
8
What if
hours.
you need things cleaned?
We have Nina.
But
They need to do a little bit more training anyway.
But I was training Nina. What if you need me? What if I'm needed?
I
You're
also want to
needed.
remind all of you that Nova Sense probably has a staff of about 12. So just to give you that heads up.
Oh, yes, we have Bartholomew, James. I forgot the other two. They don't really come in much. We should probably check in on that. Then there is manager 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I should probably learn their names.
I always liked Manager 3.
I did too. Lots of people. You see? If there is something of... Yes?
But how do I work if I'm not at work? I don't understand. I was taught that you must earn things to have them. People don't give you things. You must earn.
That's true. If you need to earn for the 8 hours, then with the extra points that you earned today, you should probably go and buy yourself some things.
Okay, yeah. Would you like any things?
Reggie, it's your birthday. I don't need anything.
Flowers?
They are wearing a full suit, and you can see the boutonniere is like a rosebud that they cut the rose off of. Flowers? No.
Would you like
What would you
flower
like?
stems?
Reggie.
Yep, nope, right. I don't. Yep. Too many questions. We've been through that. Yep.
It's less questions you need to answer. What do you like?
I like tulips.
Then you should probably get tulips.
I like sea bass.
Okay.
I like mooses. Meese.
Meese.
Moose.
That is the correct one.
Meese.
Yes, it is.
I like
meese.
meese.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I like punching mean people in the face.
Okay, and I know we're going to do that more, so
Yes.
they'll look over to the if there is music playing or if Sade's singing.
Dancing.
Sade is about to get back up. You see that the pianist has been playing kind of like lounge music, and Sade begins to come back to the stage, is helped up to the stage by Adams. She, flips her long brown braid over her shoulder. Devin, who has taken a sip of water, goes back to it, has been keeping an eye on, looks like a small group of people in one of the corners. That is definitely already starting to get frisky, but not overtly. Like just enough before, like Devin is always like kind of doing signals at Adams, but you see their hand is still as Sade begins to sing, basically like a "Love You Didn't Do Right by Me" kind of song, a rich ballad with belting, that fills the room as easily as smoke, but smells and feels like cinnamon.
So good. Reggie's dancing, you said? Wow.
It's a
Like
slow
up.
song. Just
Yeah.
to let you know,
The dancing, the music is not great for dancing, but I like dancing. I always thought this place would have dancing music. It doesn't. It's kind of disappointing,
So
to be honest.
Reggie is dancing,
Don't tell
standing
Josie I
up,
said
and
that.
Don't tell Josie I said.
Adams
Hold
will
on.
hear this and make a note for later.
Thank you, baby.
I got you, Mom.
Uh,
You're not
Reggie's
here.
dancing standing up, and Brava's still seated at the bar. So they're like swiveled or whatever's turned to him, like just staring at what Nate is doing. That is what Brava's looking at right now. Mm-hmm.
Yo,
I
what's
think
up?
this is
Are you-
when Josie comes downstairs. I feel like this is the time.
But before they do, Brava will get up and kind of take the lead in the dance and like a spin with Reggie. And as they like turn and spin, um, like seeing Josie, they will kind of pull away and be like, "You see, there's some dances that could fit this music."
Reggie's smitten.
Okay. All right. We have our first smitten condition. We are going to break away from the scene to talk about the smitten condition. So, when a character declares smitten with first, Brava, do you consent to this smitten condition?
I was looking it up. Sorry, what?
Do
I don't
you,
know these
do you-
things. I don't know the rules.
Lots of
you're
like,
good.
Disassociated
Uh,
so bad.
Wow. Come back. Now, Brava. So, Maz, as a player, do you consent to Reggie being smitten with Brava?
Yes, yeah.
Great. When you become smitten with someone, you say why. So, why, Reggie, are you smitten with Brava?
I think like Brava dancing with Reggie feels like a very out of character. Like Reggie is seeing like, Brava just like stepping out of character and being like, I want to do something that you like and show you how to dance to this music. And I think the second that they take the lead and start like showing him a little waltz, he's like, oh, we're so close. You smell good. Oh my gosh.
The
So
next
cute.
thing, you give Brava a string on you. So, Brava, take another string on Reggie. And the last thing, Reggie, take a look at your devoted playbook and please ask and answer the question in your truths of heart and blade.
Yeah, no, totally. When you become smitten with someone, say why, give them a string, and answer this question. How does pursuing them conflict with your devotion? Um, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I am devoted to my wonderful boss, and you can't date in the workplace, not with your boss, who's awesome and is like so perfect that like you can't mess that up and fall for someone like that. It's Reggie is Icarus in this moment, flying too close to the sun.
Oh my God. That is so beautiful. As you have this moment spinning, Brava, you turn and see Josie. Josie, just to let you know, you see the two of them. You see Adams is trying to get your attention. Do you address Adams or do you just go, you're like later and go with the group? Because their need is only at a 1 right now. So it's not like you're going to die if you don't address it right now. But the need will increase if it is not addressed.
I think because Josie is such like an observant person around like with her surroundings and everything that's happening, I think she'd probably see them and be like, Reggie can handle this. And then and then go immediately over to Adam.
I don't know what to say. Executive assistant of fucking Marvin LaCrue, and it's getting, honestly, I don't, you see they start wringing their hands, which is their nervous tick, which is very rarely something you see from them.
Josie would probably just take the phone from them because like they know that that's a thing. And then they would just be like, let me handle it. And then read the messages.
It's a lot of calendar event requests. And it just says business meeting, new entry.
They haven't done this in a while. Remember when we used to get these a lot?
Yeah, sure do.
And we would just ignore them?
Just gotten more persistent lately, and with the denial agents in the neighborhood, I don't want our door, I don't want.
I understand. Do not worry about a thing. I will handle it like I always do.
Like you always do.
So let us, and then like she would just take the phone, and then one of the calendar invites, she would just press it and press OK, and just be like, done. Now, if you would not mind, keep an eye on them. If they stay past 1 p.m., usher them out. We don't need them to see what's about to happen. And
Just to clarify, 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. because it's just like a 24. I wasn't going to question you, but I just want to make sure.
1 a.m.
Okay, sorry. So get them out of here before 1 a.m.
Yes.
Sure.
Get them whatever they want in the meantime.
Of course.
Make sure that Reggie keeps his pants off. Seems to be very good for business today.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna say that we've had quite an increase in drinks. And Reggie, while you're dancing with Brava, you see just a line of shots have been put on the section of your bar of people buying you shots.
Oh, thank you. I don't drink. Oh, thank you. I don't drink. Oh, thank you. I don't drink.
Can Brava grab them and just knock them back?
Oh, 100%. 100%. This is hard liquor, so you're gonna have a great time tomorrow.
Oh, they are good with liquor, so they're just
I'm
fine.
sure.
Yeah, they're just like,
I'm sure they have a
Thank you.
high tolerance.
thank you.
You see a few disappointed people as they look at you, but you see some people also look at you and you're like, all right, also good, also fine with this. Like, you know? And Adams looks at Josie and says, we'll keep you posted. I know Devin's been tracking all the denial app stuff. They've been increasing prices again, so we're trying to see if we can wrangle around that.
If and only if you need it, make sure that you use any single piece of leverage that we have against them. If you don't, then I will make sure that I use every single piece of leverage with you. Do we make ourselves clear?
Crystal.
Thank you, my love. Go back to the party. Again, make sure that they are out of here by 1 a.m. And make sure that you have yourself a drink. You look like you need it.
Okay. Josie, where are you off to?
She doesn't want to do it. I feel like she probably has to meet.
Well, the meeting is, you clicked on the one for tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
The good news. So you don't have to do it now. You can prep and you can. So it's like a 3:00 meeting. It's one of those like I've basically wrapped up my work for the day and probably have played golf for like 2 hours. So you've got a 3 o'clock appointment tomorrow, and you know it's in Upper Barrens in that gleaming silver fortress that is Denial headquarters. Um, but at the moment, we have Sterling heading home. We have Reggie and Brava drinking and dancing at the bar. Josie, is there anything else you want to do? And then I want to check in on Sterling.
I think Josie would go back upstairs for a hot minute and then kind of collect, because I'm guessing that like Josie would have just been like, leave the clothes, do not take them. Probably collect like Sterling's clothing and um put them somewhere for later for her to like deal with, and then find that note um and probably pin it right above her bed so that she knows. Ow. But I think she'd probably like stay up there for a little bit looking at the note and then like also trying to figure out what's going to happen at this meeting. But she does not want to bother Reggie and Brava since like they seem to be having a time.
So while you are
Well,
sorting your.
well, as soon as Josie came down, Brava did stop dancing. So they like retreated back and sat back down. So if they are, they're just like looking at Reggie being like this while Reggie keeps going. um
Yeah, it really just
retreating.
doesn't work with this music, huh?
Like Josie probably saw that like little smidge of Brava like
Mhm.
dancing and was just like, hmm.
That was it. Yeah. Just retreat back.
Okay. Well, in that case, we're going to check in with Sterling before we end the night. Sterling, you
Okay.
are heading home. I would like you to take this scene and let me know where you're going, what it looks like, and what you're doing.
I think as soon as Sterling leaves the Hurston, there is a um, she meanders for a little bit. I think she definitely takes the back way home, kind of dipping in and out of alleys, climbing up on buildings, and sort of like walking the roofs. And there's a moment about halfway between the Hurston and the and their home where they just sort of perch like a gargoyle. Um, and before they get home,
Hot.
um, hot, add it to the counter. Um,
I'm learning so much about Nate today, you guys.
yeah, yeah,
Gargoyles
yeah.
are hot, guys. Come on.
We all fucking love gargoyles. Um, their like makeup remover and everything was in their clothes. They didn't take it. So I think they just find water, like kind of like just gross, disgusting water, and they're like, and I think between that and the makeup coming down, it's enough to mask the tears that are falling while thinking about how today was his fault. And that if they are this flippant and foolish again, the little they have will be gone. They've let everything get taken away from them before. And if it hasn't been taken away, they've left because Sterling's not good enough. At this point, he looks at himself and he in this moment understands why people that have left him have left him. Um Cleans himself off as much as possible and makes it home. Uh Climbs up the fire escape and goes through the window and just, is everyone all right? Is everyone eating enough? have some food coming here over the next hour, so please be patient. Um, is there anything I can do? I picked up medicine on the way home, and Chelsea, I know that your leg is still hurting you from that sprain, so I can let me look at it.
And as you busy yourself with the secret that you have, we are going to go to break. I'm a little late. Apologies for that. I got distracted by my beautiful players.
No
But we're going to
apologies.
take a 10, 15. Which one, Moz?
Let's do a 10 because I see some blips. No, let's do 15 because I see some blips. That's what I meant to say.
Yep.
In the bit rate. So, yeah.
All right,
Okay.
we'll take a 15. We'll be back at 25 after the hour. See you soon.
Bye.
Keep waving. two, one.
Welcome back, everyone. Wow, it sure is gay in here. Let me tell you that right now. Um, a great
Yeah.
time. Thank you for being here. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to your next day. So you have 2 days to prep for this opening event for the Novasense bar, which is a threat to any remaining independent alcohol distributors. With also the threat of internal nanobots that can potentially surveil your own thoughts, which has a lot of very also have 2 days to get a very rare commodity in this world, which is to rest. Yes, Sterling?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Uh-huh. Sure
Sorry.
is.
Everything's great.
Uh I love y'all. But yeah, basically this is your 2 days to do it. The only thing we have on the docket so far is Josie has a meeting with Marvin LaCrue at 3 o'clock today. So yeah,
And Marvin is part of.
the CEO, and you're basically your ruler.
Yeesh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Reggie, you have been forcefully given the day off. Are you working today, Brava?
No, they would be making sure Reggie is taking the day off by giving them work sanction things to hang out.
So, Sean, manager one, Sean has taken over for today. Sean is a short and stocky king. We love him. Has does like to occasionally go shirtless when you guys go on company events. You see the top surgery scars when they're comfortable enough to do that, and he has this very cropped, like tight blonde haircut that's dyed blonde. Um, and he has a piercing in his nose. He lives in Lower Barons. He's one of the few managers at Novasense like you who embraces the Lower Barons like self. And he texts you like, "Hey, like I got you covered. We're all good." So yeah.
And so Josie's meeting is at 3.
Mhm.
Brava's working. That's correct.
Brava is not working. Brava
Not
is
working.
forcing Reggie to hang out.
I do love that. Okay, got it. Cool.
Yeah, so the day is yours, or at least for one of you, the morning is yours. So what are we doing with this very rest is frowned upon on the denial app. You don't get points for rest. You get points for buying, visiting establishments, going to work. There is no point thing on the thing for rest.
I think the early parts of the morning, Sterling's not a person that sleeps very much. I think they got back probably around like midnight, 12:30 maybe, and they were up at 4. And I think that they were doing handiwork around their apartment, like making sure things are functional when they're not there, making sure that the leaky pipes are kind of being tended to because of course they don't hear back from their landlord, um, and then like going grocery shopping for the people that they're working to take care of. And I think Sterling, like after breakfast is made, after everything is done, she will sit down and look at Chelsea and just, how are you feeling?
I mean, there's always the dull ache, but whatever you did last night helped. You see Chelsea uh is sitting there with her leg kind of up on a chair, her leg being perpetually busted. Um and she has kind of like this fading dye. She hasn't been able to dye her hair again in a while. It used to be like this bright magenta pink, and now it's kind of that faded color. Um, and has a very distinguishable just crop of dark freckles across her face. Um, And she looks at you and she just says, "You were up early this morning. You good?"
Eh,
So
no,
no.
no. But I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Well, it's a
That's
good
why I
thing
like you, Chelsea. You never push.
Well, listen. It's a good thing that you are asking me, and rather than talking to Noel or Yaz, because Noel will just fight for you, and Yaz will write everything down.
I know. I know.
The Dewey Decimal System of your emotions. It's a shame that Novasense is probably going to. Not denial and Novasense will probably try to capitalize on that. You want to smile in your day? 5 denial points.
Maybe not for much longer.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm sick of it. I'm fucking tired. I'm angry.
Yeah. Yeah, because none of the rest of us are angry.
Ah, that charming wit of yours. This is why I keep it all bottled up inside. Well, if you need anything, you have my number. I'll be back later tonight.
Okay. Um. She looks. You hate. She hates help. She hates asking for help so much, and she goes, "I'm only asking because I want to make May happy, but May has been really craving brownies, and I know that denial chocolate is ridiculously expensive, but maybe you can find something like a brownie mix box somewhere in like their thrown out section and bring that back and she could bake it. I think it would fucking absolutely make May's day."
How about this? I'll just buy the brownie mix. I got a little extra this month.
But you paid for rent.
I always pay for rent.
Fuck.
Chelsea, it may not work well, but it works. I work. You don't have to. You, all of you, have done enough. I'll buy the fucking brownie mix.
When you get back, check in on Talia.
I will. Call me if anything burns down. And
Oh, where's the fun in that?
you'll have nowhere to live. Goes out the window, and sitting on the fire escape will begin to put their mask on for the day, and then will make their way over to the Hurston.
Would it be safe to say that all of your people probably have a string on you?
Oh, for fucking sure,
Yeah,
dude. Yeah.
All of them. So
Give me 10 strings, dog.
no, like literally, Chelsea is just hoarding them. Like, I will
Yeah.
use these. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Amazing. You put on your makeup and you head to the Hurston. Josie, what are we doing this morning?
Ooh, I think that, well, obviously she would get dressed, but then she'd kind of like lounge around her bedroom for a little bit, l- look at the number on the wall, and look at the folded clothes over there, like over on the counter. And then, because she does not want a cell phone, she would literally probably go downstairs and look at Adams and go, phone.
Without a word, hands it to you.
Thank you.
You
Goes
see
back.
that. Yeah, you see Devin is cleaning up the dust from last night while wearing an industrial mask. You see that Adams is shooing out stragglers, people who are like way too fucking hungover to function. You hear the you hear a noise that you're used to hearing, but it never feels less. But there's a do 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 when the denial app gets earned. You hear a lot of "Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm," as people leaving begin to lose points.
Mm, that's a pity. Probably step over a whole bunch of bodies,
Oh,
and then
so there's like heaps,
yeah,
people
literally,
sleeping in your booths, like you see
literally
that the
just
bartender's making a killing on Bloody Marys. It's a good Tuesday morning.
as they should. Um, she just like goes back upstairs and begins to get dressed, but then with Adam's phone, like begins to dial the number and then call Sterling.
Sterling,
Um,
where are you when you get this call?
Probably. What time does Josie get up? I think that's a very important defining question for this.
ooh, probably like 6 or 7.
Okay, so he's already at the store. Like immediate panic. Just hello. Oh, sorry. Go
Where
ahead.
where are you?
Josie. Good morning.
Where are you?
Out. Why? Where are you?
At my place of business.
Shock of
And
the century. Sorry.
when you get a chance, can you come by? Have you close?
You're my next stop.
Perfect. I'll see you then. Clicks.
I'll see.
uh, Sterling, something odd happens as you approach you head to the Denial Lower Barons store, which is essentially totally not Whole Foods. Shut the fuck up. And you see that your building is a little more decrepit than the nicer ones in Midtown and Upper Barons. Crumbling alabaster and I don't know if that's the right word, but sure, stone and brick, like little cracks and mold and things like that, but still pretty hefty, has a lot of plexiglass and like rivets of steel that are just groaning, trying to hold this building up. And as you walk, you see that there are denial agents scanning people's phones as they are going in.
Can I?
I literally was just like, what can I do for the trickster?
Hmm. Can I sneak behind and try and like swipe one of the scanners that aren't being used?
Yeah, for sure. Is there
Using
any?
it's the deft fingers move.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Go ahead and roll that. That's Grace, I think.
Grace, yes.
Yeah, go for it.
You can sneak behind me any day.
Okay.
Broke Moss.
I think is Nate just thirsty? Is Nate just thirsty?
That's a
No,
that's a
nope,
ni-
it's not. They're just
that's a
saying what
9.
we're all thinking.
That's a 9. Okay, so
A 9,
because this
yeah.
is a little different than usual deft fingers,
Yeah.
I will say kind of the success is like similar to they don't know you took it. I think it's they don't know you're here. If that works for you, just
Yeah,
'cause it's a little bit
absolutely. Yeah.
different. So this is deft fingers, which is a trickster trait where basically you can usually use it to try to steal something, using grace. But in this case, because we're doing sneaky sneak, we're gonna bend it a little because hi, I homebrew shit.
Yeah.
Sterling, as you make it in, you hear a lot of people talking. These are just regular lower barons people. Some people who like to fly a little bit more below the radar, but you see less of the colorful crew you've been seeing lately. And as you swipe, you see a couple of people dressed particularly in more flamboyant clothes are led away by 2 denial agents. Peacefully, not forcefully, but they are led away.
Walk over to one of the people walking away, and very similarly to how Sterling will like intercept one of the group, she will just like swing in, loop an arm, be like, "Hello, darling. How are you? Good morning. How is everything?"
Immediately picks it up. This blue haired, sundress wearing, bearded MB.
Mm,
Um, the beard is also blue.
mm.
Just looks at you and says, "Oh, you're quite all right. They just want to. They told us they had some questions about our recent purchases, and they had a survey they wanted us to take."
Is that what's on? Kind of flashes the scanner.
You see that they try to do it without the denial guards leaving them noticing. They hold up their phone and you just say it shows a glaring, "You have been selected. You have been selected." And that's all it says over and over and over and over again. They say it's a survey. You'll get a bunch of D&D points, and like, listen, I my partner and I are low on points this month. We will take what we can get at this point.
Yeah. Give me a phone,
Okay. And
please.
you see that the two agents are like starting to like look at you like, what the fuck? Like, what shit? We're doing something.
It's a fucking glare, as mean as any, and Sterling will transfer like 100 D&D points that they've stocked up from doing work around the neighborhood. See, you're fine. Go,
Thank you.
go.
You're telling them to leave and not go with the
Yes.
guards.
Yep.
You see that the person with the blue hair bolts, but as they turn back to their partner, who is a skinny, kind of like shaved up the side head, you see that the guards grab them and go, "No, no, no, you're going," and they begin taking off at rapid pace.
Cool. Well, this is a chase, motherfucker. Not happening
Oh.
today, bitch.
All right, we're gonna cut away from this very briefly because we're about to enter a fight sequence. I want to check in with Brava and Reggie. What do we? So, as you see the denial agents dragging this person, you see the blue-haired MB just going, "What the fuck, Ben, what? Hey, um, Brava and Reggie, what are you doing?"
This is in the morning, right? They haven't arrived yet.
What do you mean they haven't arrived yet? Can you
Like
clarify?
Brava is at home still, or
You can tell me what you've been doing at home, and then is
okay?
Reggie coming to your house?
No, they would be going towards the hearse and just being like making sure he's taking a day off.
Sure.
And then go from there. Uh Brava would get up with the sunrise, and I'm guessing they've been a manager for a while. They have a good amount of stuff saved up. So they're not in something, they're in the higher, is it high, I can't remember what the name was, but the place that they are in has a balcony that they're out, and like sitting, celebrating, not celebrating, but like enjoying the morning. And they're probably in their true form for a moment, while letting the like sunrise just cover their face, and they just close their eyes into it as they like roll more. I have to find other words for Twitch. Roll more fun activity size things for the rest
Make
of the
some fun
day.
little tubes.
Yeah, we loved the cool tubes. And that's not a sentence that's going to be clipped and taken. Anyway,
I'll do it.
Brava has, in their true form, they are this vulnerable, like, a little shorter. They have their hair shaved down with soft freckles over their face, and uh, an array of tattoos that are going from their neck down to their arms, that actually show like the story of who they are, and like um, little bit by little, like things like memories or stuff that they've gone through.
Hot.
But as they go from the the balcony to their living room. Looks like minimalist, modern, just very much playing the part of, if there's an architectural like digest or whatever this called. Like they just got it right out of the
It's Von
cover.
Quagmire Digest.
Yep, over there. There's a copy of it right on the coffee table, perfectly positioned. But as they're going from the balcony to inside and they're changing, they literally like get out of their true form back into the form of manager. They put on a bright, well, no, like a viridian green suit, three-piece suit, all nautical themed accessories, and uh gold fleck glitter like eyeshadow that goes up. Um, they put even like they trim their hair down closer to their head and put a couple designs on the side and put the gold into it as well, and it tucks back in. They left
Hot.
a little bit of their hair to have like just a small braid that comes down here with long earrings.
Hot.
That's
They
three
finish.
more you haven't tracked. We need three more.
Diabolical.
No, we're at 10. We're at 10.
They finish the ensemble with tall platform heels, and
11 hot.
Take me now.
My lord.
Oh my god.
and nails that are I can't believe I'm trying to finish, but I can't remember anymore.
What's
Their
the nails
nails are
like?
very stiletto
on.
nails. And they take their phone, message Reggie, "Happy late birthday. I'm coming to pick you up." And we'll leave to go see where Reggie has decided to hang out.
Reggie, where have you decided to hang out?
Well, it's early in the morning, right?
Yes. So the one business that would be open almost 24 hours. You don't know how Charlotte does it. You don't know if they sleep. The Caffeine Caboodle is open. Probably a few other places, but not by much. But in Lower Barons, it's pretty much Caffeine Caboodle, unless you want to go to the Lower Barons Nova Sense where you work.
Okay. So Reggie's probably almost done with their like 4-hour gym time.
4 hours.
Ow!
Damn.
What are you working on? Are you working on the?
Hot though.
Everything. you
Hot.
know? I think in my mind, Reggie's body looks like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
Uh-huh.
So I think that takes a lot of time without steroids, and Reggie's not using steroids. So,
He's just busy.
he wakes up at like 4 a.m., goes to the gym for 4 hours, and starts his day.
By the way, Denial is constantly trying to sell you their steroids and are like plaguing your phone with like ads because that's one thing that they do because they track you, all of you, well except for Josie because Josie doesn't have a phone, but the three of you definitely get like targeted ads. Like Sterling, you've definitely gotten like some cute like goth girl ads, like goth girl clothes and like makeup and stuff because all they know is your mask. They don't know your actual person, so they're just advertising to your mask. Brava, you've shopped with Denial before, so there's a lot of like what was previously in your shopping cart. And Reggie, it's always like, you're a gym bro. Here's a bunch of gym stuff. Please buy it. We'll give you points.
Did you like if you left the gym? I'm trying to think of another name except for Uber.
It's
There is
you know what, I gotta think of this. It has to be a Denial thing. Oh god.
the I don't know, I guess like really cool version of it like pulls up and like you'll just see the window come down. It's like, it's still your birthday. And you decide to work out?
Whoa, you look beautiful today. I mean, hi boss. Yeah, I just I like the gym, and I wanted to work on my uh
Get
physique
in.
for okay.
So this is called a denial driver on the driver app. You hear your phone as you get this. Brava, you hear the telltale of points as you engage with this. You see that the inside the denial. You know when you're in a taxi and there's a screen, lucky stars on the screen, things like that. And then you see as you're driving an advertisement that you haven't seen yet. You see a familiar face. A silvery, fox-haired older man with silver stubble, wearing a tailored suit with the top two buttons of his white button down partially open, probably in his late 40s. And he leans there trying to look personable with a cup of Novosense coffee and just says, "We here at Denial have your best interests at heart, and we want to make sure we know you so deeply that we will never miss out on what we can give you to make you happy. Stay tuned for more developments from Denial Labs." And you see Denial Labs across the screen.
You. Um, they just send take a screenshot and send it to Charlotte, and has a anything denial. They just if they'll screenshot and send it to Charlotte, but this one has an emoji of just denial, and as the emoji where it's just vomit, trash, gross.
You see a middle finger emoji, and it just middle finger nanobots.
They say out loud with Reggie next to them, just agreed.
Yeah, totally.
And you see this?
Oh yeah, that that's what we were talking about. Yeah. Wow, that's agreed.
Oh no, that's the name of the store we're going to. Actually, no, it's yeah, Greed. Yes, yes.
Greed is a store now. Give me a second.
You already.
Oh, you guys are going to Midtown if you're going to Greed. That shit is fancy.
Yeah. If it's on the way, if you have to take that route to get on the highway to get back to to the Hurston, they will ask the driver to stop by at a store and pick out a couple of things. They'll start looking through their phone, be like, "What's your size?"
Extra large. 2XL.
Okay. Okay. Do you like these colors?
I like colors in general. I like a good salmon.
Okay. Little judgmental look, but it goes away. They're they
Shit, I should have said crimson.
they open their they open their suit jacket. The lining is a green salmon reflective material. They're it's actually a good choice. Okay. Great. So you've worked all day. Have you gotten birthday presents or birthday party? Anything?
A what?
Oh no.
You get a text, Brava, on your phone, and it says, "Reggie's birthday still? Question mark. Caffeine Caboodle. I'll give him more than the stupid cupcake I gave him yesterday. If you want to swing by."
Can do. And they'll have a emoji of the three. Wait. Espresso over ice with different the 6 shots.
You just
And then a hot chocolate. They kind of ask like, is there are there streamers, things like that, like a quick little like what are those things where you blow and it's like confetti comes out?
Oh,
um
yeah, I think they're just called
Party
party
poppers?
blowers or
yeah,
party
Party
poppers.
yeah,
Yeah.
poppers.
yeah.
Charlotte goes,
um
I'm sure I got some old shit.
they'll stop at the store and run in and buy a couple of things, pretty much a montage of Reggie trying on like cardigans, sweaters, uh outfits, suits. Yep, just like this. Yep. And like just that, and it like them holding all the bags as like Bravo's just like ding ding ding. Here we go. Your birthday presents complete.
And you see Charlotte has now looped you. Brava has not added you to the group chat because they know you hate that, but are updating you. They basically are planning a small get together after Josie's meeting to celebrate Reggie's birthday.
They respond back. Okay. Period.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
A true love language.
But they will also they like because they've like planned all that and that was really sweet. They do that like winky face, like heart emoji, like cute. And they
Charlotte
will
remember
like
this.
they will head first to the if there's anything, Reggie, that you want to get specifically, let me know. Otherwise we can go straight to the caffeine caboodle.
So people have parties for birthdays?
Did you not have parties growing up? I guess
had,
we
like,
do something in
fancy
common.
parties for like schmoozing with other rich people.
Oh. Well, that's, I guess, in a way, a dull sort of affair, but still a party.
Reggie, your phone lights up with a text from Ronnie,
Who's Ronnie?
your sister.
That was it. That was the name. I forgot it earlier. I was like, I
fuck's
have a
Ronnie?
sister. I don't remember if their name.
You came up with it.
Smooth that out so well too.
You see Nate's shit, like his face just being like, I don't know this woman. Who the hell's Ronnie?
Huh?
Who? Ronnie texts you and it's like, right, I forgot it's your birthday. Here you go, and gives you like a freaking 1,000-point D&D app point certificate. Like so detached. Very clearly hung over because there's like mashing. Like the key mashing.
Oh wow, you never remember. That's so nice. Thank you.
Reggie deserves better.
Oh, yep, okay. Me Ma's want to fight,
Yes.
but Brava has no idea, so they just... What? Did you get something?
Yeah, my sister wished me a happy birthday. And gave me points.
Oh, I'm
It
sorry,
was like
I don't
the
really have
craziest birthday
sisters.
ever.
So I don't understand. Isn't that normal?
Well, no. She usually doesn't remember my birthday. One time,
Oh, right. Okay.
well, I
They
won't
just...
talk about that now.
Oh. Mm-hmm. And they just like press the button, like if it was like at the top, just to like turn the phone off. Let's, talk about other things then. Your presents that you've gotten, the things that you've picked. I know we stopped at the game store to get you a couple of trivia game sets. I thought that would be fun. You could play that with the people at the Hurston.
I like the penguin
And-
trivia one. Really excited.
I see. Okay, noted. And great. And then they'll just talk about that for like the ride to Charlotte to pick up their coffee, and then like to the Hurston.
Amazing. we are in this moment. I think we're gonna have to cut back to Sterling because Sterling is currently chasing people, and then we'll jump to Josie, and that will be probably
No.
where we wrap up for the day.
Okay.
Sterling,
Sorry,
as
guys.
no,
Do
we
it.
gotta resolve. We gotta resolve this because Josie asked you to come over, and you are not doing that right now.
I'm on my way.
No, you're not. You're chasing down 2 denial guards.
I will be on my way.
Sterling, you run after these guards, and you immediately clock these guys are not low level like the grunts you faced yesterday. These guys are more muscular and more trained, and you see one of them turns to you, and unlike the grunts, they have like a full-on visor, so you can't see like the top half of their face, and you just hear this almost robotic, "Move along, sir. Denial survey. Shouldn't take much time." And the other one says, "Ma'am, please move along." Because listen, they're denial agents, but they're not going to misgender you. They're going to at least try.
Thank you for the bare minimum.
Yeah, the bare fuck bars in hell. Like, you know.
The bars in hell. Okay. Sterling is going to. They know they don't have the strength advantage, but they're hoping to have the smarts advantage. So they're going to pretend to run away. Quick turn on heel, build up momentum, and tackle the one behind the knee that is holding the person, just to try and knock them loose.
Great. So Benny is the name that the MB said. The MB said their
Okay.
name is Jack. So you tackle the. Go ahead and roll me. I'm gonna say this is daring. Roll me a fight move with daring.
Okay. Okay, that's an 8.
Okay, that's a mixed beat. So you will get to do 2 of the options. So you will. I like to explain this to because people like to hear the mechanics.
Absolutely.
So because you got a mixed beat, you can pick 2 of these options: flirt with or provoke your opponent and gain a strain on them through violence and cutting words, inflict an action or cutting words, excuse me, create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction, or take an object from your opponent or seize a superior position.
And I can pick 2.
You can pick 2 of them, and they will pick 1 back.
I'm definitely picking the superior position.
Okay.
So I want them Sterling will elbow behind the knee and have them drop to a knee so that their hand goes open.
Yeah, 100%. They let go of Benny in that moment as they buckle down.
Yeah, Sterling just run.
Okay. Is there another thing?
What were the first 2 again? Sorry.
No, you're good. Flirt with or provoke someone for a string or inflict a condition.
Oh, they're gonna cutting words. They're gonna look to the one that fell and just be like, "How does it feel to be a dickless worm?"
Ooh, what condition are you inflicting?
Angry.
Well, you pick angry, which makes them react. They reach out and they angrily flip out what looks like a taser, and there's another customer nearby who they hit. That person screams, and the other person, and they look at the other one and go, "Just grab one of them, it's fine," as Benny starts to run. And that was just the reaction.
Yeah.
One more thing.
Okay.
They are gonna look at you and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you mad that you didn't get picked?" And they are going to inflict angry on you.
That works.
The other agent runs to grab this other person who has become the replacement, this just standard looking suited person who was heading to work, saying, "Sir, you've been selected for a survey." Grabbing them, Benny runs back to Jack, and the 2 of them run off. So you see the other agent who inflicted a condition on you begins to move as well.
Okay. If Benny and their partner look back, Sterling will be pointing toward the Hurston's direction.
Okay.
I think in response to that person's words, Sterling will just like mutter under their breath, I'm quite used to that at this point. And yeah, I think they're going to try and draw as much attention as possible and kind of try and rouse a reaction from the crowd. Is this how we protect our city?
Ooh.
They're in your front fucking lawn and you're letting them.
You see people just going through the line, scanning their phones. Some of them look at you and kind of laugh nervously. Um, Others look at you a little longer. Um, I feel like this doesn't fit exactly any of the basic moves.
Mm.
Um, so if you're trying to rouse them, I am going to say that maybe we're going to use an optional move. We are going to use connect. So go ahead and roll heart.
Oh, this is
I know.
Sterling's worst
I
fucking lawn dog.
know. Oh no, what did you get?
Snake Eyes -1 for a 1.
So mark an experience. But the thing is,
I'm at
Sterling,
5 now.
I think awesome. We'll deal with that after stream. I'm so
Okay.
excited. I think it's not. It's the expected result.
Yeah.
You let out this passion speech. People look at you and they look at their phones and they look at the store ahead of them and they look at the denial guards and they just keep moving like an assembly line. And in the meantime, as you look at them, the suited person is taken away by the two agents, and one of the agents pulls out their phone, takes a picture of you, and they leave.
How dare?
I am going to give you a stagger because that was, even though you expected it, that was
Absolutely.
hurtful.
Absolutely.
So for those of you who don't know, a stagger is basically if you suffer a staggering physical or emotional blow, you choose an option from the following. You currently have one condition. So you can either lash out at someone whose regard matters to you and provoke them to do something foolish or harmful and take advantage of a strain on them if you have one. You hesitate or stumble and the opposition gains an opportunity, or you grin and bear the blow and take two conditions.
Sterling's all about masks, right? He'll
Yeah.
grin, take the blow, and take 2 more conditions.
I'm going to say guilty and hopeless.
Yep.
And you see, though, the good news is you see Jack yell, CC! And you know that means caffeine caboodle. And they run off.
There's no dance anymore to the step. I think hands go in pockets and Sterling heads to the Hurston. A shadow of who they were just 10 minutes ago.
Josie, you watch as Sterling comes into the Hurston.
I think Josie would be probably by the bar. Probably her family at that point have kind of like dispersed into like their duties for the day because if people are coming here, she just wants to be like by herself and kind of ready, but then also knows that like Sterling's coming, so they're like, take the night off. I don't need you. But be close by just in case.
Yeah, they absolutely nod at you and go about. You see Sade is very quietly doing warm-ups by the piano. Devin is tinkering with a couple of malfunctioning gels that have melted a little under the industrial lights. And you see Adams is just doing their usual rounds. As Sterling, you walk in with your hands in your pockets.
Think Josie wouldn't say anything to Sterling, just knows that there's something about her that's not the normal and would probably just come around the bar and have their drink in her hand and then just be like, "What do you want?"
It's the fakest smile you've ever seen.
Mm.
Thank you, darling.
Of course. And then would probably just take them by the hand, like the other hand, and then just like lead them back upstairs, like with like nobody's downstairs, no like there's privacy up there. Um, and then just go sit,
You have your meeting soon, don't you?
sit down.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
That's got to be 3 on the hat counter. Right?
I think that's a clip. It was more of a one to
Sir.
kiss. That's hot.
Sir.
Keys.
Kiss.
Yeah, she sits. She sits.
I see it.
I see it.
And then Josie would probably. And I'm gonna say this as like not looking at anybody as I can. And Alec also with your permission.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think as soon
It's the
Hmm?
To go on.
kiss.
What were you looking to say?
You made me look at me. I think that when they sit, Josie would probably kick their feet apart. And then take.
Oh
Leave the call.
Deuces. Can't do it.
Incredible.
Probably like kick their feet apart and then put her hands on their neck and then like with with her thumbs like tilt their head back to just like look at her and be like, "You look like you can use some rest."
Doing something wasn't getting me anywhere.
It never really does. But if you need to rest here for just a little while.
Why do you? What about you? Don't you need to rest? I'm sure you're up just as early as I was.
Of course. But it's not showing all over my face.
How can you tell? Gestures to the makeup. It's a perfect disguise.
She would probably take her thumbs and then just like so smoothly just draw like a slight frown on Sterling's face and be like, "The mask is only a part of you. So, I need you to rest. I don't care about this. I care about you. Lay down and rest."
Sterling I finally pulls his hands out of his pockets and just very tenderly grips Josie's arms as they're wrapped around their neck. Now Nobody cares about what's underneath the mask, darling. That's why it exists.
Then you don't know me very well. And then just like literally leans down and like just so happens to just kiss him on the top of the head. Now, do as I say and rest.
Emotional support roll, please, Josie.
I'm going to do you one better. Sterling is smitten.
Oh, baby, yeah!
Smittens in session fucking 2. Fucking incredible. I think Josie, I'm sorry. I think your visit with Marvin and Reggie's birthday party is gonna have to wait till next week. But when you become smitten with someone, first of all, Insha, do you consent to this smittenness?
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Who do we think I am?
Could you imagine
Excuse me.
No.
Nah.
Oh, horrible.
Nah.
Not for me, dog.
Sterling,
Nah.
Sterling, why are you smitten with Josie?
I mean, come on.
Other than why don't you spell it out in case someone's having
The
an
thigh
issue?
high the socks.
yeah.
No. Mother? No. Mafia mother? No. Sorry, this is Maz's list. Did you want Maz's list? Hold on, I have my notebook. It has like 6 pages.
I really
She
hate to
made
tell
me
you,
strip
Sterling.
last night.
We
Oh,
all
done?
we all were smitten before Sterling was.
Yeah,
we
no,
all
100%.
declared the
Real.
smitten
So is
condition
Alec.
on
Like,
Josie.
I mean, come on, for real. Sterling is smitten because in a room full of people that Josie has to know, she still finds the time to see them.
Facts.
Josie, take a string on Sterling, which also increases Sterling's feelings meter.
I'm at 3, baby.
Ooh! Does smitten do anything? I don't think
Oh,
it does, right? But check anyway.
this is such a good reading face, dude.
I am actually currently looking as well.
No, I don't think so. I don't think
no?
smitten does anything, which
It's
is
secretive, which makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Answer your question from Truths of Heart and Blade. Can you read that question for me?
What secret do you have that you think would make them reject you if they knew?
Sharing time.
Nate, I swear to
The secret.
We are at
That I
12
th-
clips.
The secret.
That is the
that I-
highest amount of clips today. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
What just
The-
happened?
You're like, what?
Oh, no.
Hold on.
Hello?
Something just happened.
Whoa!
Something just happened.
Oh,
Whoa!
no.
What's the matter, clippage?
Do you want to submit
wasn't
fan
a
art for a
clipping.
series or you want to start?
I don't know what happened
no.
here.
Okay,
Damn,
it's
it
because,
popped up.
okay,
That-
it's because
I believe it's
in-
done.
Maz said Inari said, Maz, we're gonna need some fan art. And then the chat went, do you want some fan art?
The bot went, do it.
Cowards, do it.
Bet.
Jesus Christ. The secret that Sterling has that they think would make Josie reject him is that she failed her family. She was not able to keep them safe. And now they're gone.
I think
Gasp.
Sterling, in this moment as you become smitten, I still want that emotional support role.
Yeah.
Because Sterling's got 3 conditions, so can't hurt. You can
He's
add,
fine.
so you can roll heart or spirit, and add 3 more if you spend one of your strings on her.
Insha, Insha
Me
instead of
too.
Insha instead of Josie needs to get it together.
Listen, I have to sit here as the gay master, just like I want it.
So I'm rolling this against which one again? I'm so sorry.
Either heart or spirit for emotional support, and if you
Oh.
want to add +3 by spending a string, you can.
Let's see how this goes. Oh, I might not even need it. So nope, I do need it. 9.
9? Okay, not terrible. That's a mixed beat. If Sterling opens up to you in this moment, which I think you have, if Sterling opens up to you in this moment, she can either clear a condition, mark an XP, get +1 forward for the remainder of the scene, or gain insight from me about an obstacle facing one of you. So, Sterling, which of those would you like?
I'm gonna remove hopeless.
Wonderful. Um, as you have this moment, Sterling, your phone buzzes, and it is Charlotte, and it says, "Hey, absolutely no rush. Surprise party at the Caboodle for Reggie at like 4:30. Tell Josie I know she doesn't have a phone, if that's okay with you."
Sterling exhales and stands up. I think their body is now flush with Josie's.
Hot.
Hot count a million, dude. And she will show Josie the phone. I know we didn't want to do trivia, but Reggie deserves a good party.
Of course. Of course. How long is the party until this moment right here, right now?
So your meeting is in like probably 2 hours, which is
Okay.
at 3 o'clock. And like their shopping trip is happening at the same time as like you doing all of this and what happened with Sterling. You also, so you've got a meeting soon, and then you would get there on time for 4:30, no problem, because he probably won't keep you for more than a half hour, knowing him.
Okay. Um, I feel like Josie would look up at Sterling and just go, "Well, that gives you plenty of time to sleep. Redress yourself in the clothes that I have over there for you. Change your makeup and do whatever you need to do, doesn't it?"
Theoretically, yes.
Good. Now. And then she would put then she would put her hand on just squarely on his cheek and then be like, God, this is diabolical behavior. And then just
Go on.
What?
and then just be like, "Well, now be a good pet and go to sleep."
Oh,
Just pats his cheek and then just
mother.
rolls
Mother is mothering.
and then just turns on her heel and and wants them to sleep.
Sterling is stunned and does exactly what Mother says.
And that's where we're gonna end our session. Oh my God. Thank you so much, everyone, for a wonderful session. I know it's a little bit early, but I was like, that's the perfect button for it. It really, really is. Thank you for bearing through our technical issues. The wonderful Inari has given us some ideas for how to potentially fix it. Looks like it's a Universal Video Ninja issue. So hopefully we won't have any issues Other than that, we'll take everything else offline. We've got some experience to give and some stars and wishes. But for now, let's go back around and introduce ourselves and where you can find us. So, again, my name is Jocelyn. I go by the Tipsy Tiger on the internet, and I'm the proprietor of Tipsy Tiger Tables and its subset Romithra Tables. I run all kinds of TTRPGs, and I'm so excited to be here on Starcrawl. I'm also an actor, a singer, a content creator, a writer, an overall bisexual polyamorous mess. Thank you for being here. We're going to go back the other direction this time. We're going to start with Moz.
Oh, hello. I didn't expect that. Hi. I
Keeping you on
totally
your
was focused.
toes.
I'm Maz. I do voice acting things and TTRPG things, but also video game stuff over at my stream. Thank you all for being part of another awesome game over at Starcrawl. This is going into our second year, which is amazing. And what a game. I don't my stars and wishes is just this. This is incredible. The chemistry, this is incredible. I cannot wait to see more of this world, learn more about Charlotte, and uh
You're
what we're
getting
going to
Charlotte
do at
next
this
session. That is
meeting.
100% happening.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be Charlotte next session. God damn it.
And yeah, definitely follow me on the socials. I am more active on the Instagram. Look at me. I'm one of the youths. I do
Hello,
those
fellow
things now.
youths.
Hello, fellow youths. Tis I, the Frenchiest fry. So yeah, just go check me out there, and you'll see where all the other games I'm in. Other Starcrawl stuff, other video game stuff. Like I'm playing South by Midnight on YouTube, which is an incredible game. And yeah, all the cool stuff is there. So find me there. Back to you.
Nate.
Hi, Internet. I'm Nate. If you enjoyed me as a voice in your ears today, then you can check out Escape the Dungeon podcast, where we're playing Urban Shadows Second Edition. Or you can come here next Thursday to Starcrawl, where we're playing Paint the Town Red, a game where we play as vampires and we're on the Titanic, and it'll probably go well.
I will be there. Good Lord. That sounds amazing. All right. Alec.
Everybody. My name is Alec. I'm pronounced he, him. You can find me on places on the internet at Tales Archived. I've been Sterling this evening. Yep. I'm beat red, but that's fine. When I'm not, you can see me playing Pathfinder Second Edition over at Stealthy Hill Productions. Yeah, this is a great game.
Yeah. Insha.
Hi, I'm Insha. I will always be Insha. Awesome. I played Josie today. I'm so sorry about it, but not really.
No,
Do not
no,
apologize.
you cannot apologize.
Do not apologize.
Oh, that's why the last half
Mother.
of that was like, I'm not sorry.
Mother.
Mother.
You can find me on little pockets of the internet if you want. You don't have to come for me. That's okay. But also, if you do, don't do that thing that I just said just now, because I realized that a word was in there and I didn't want that. Swimming on out. Goodbye. I'll see you next time.
Well, thank you so much, Maz. I'm gonna hand it to you.
Awesome, y'all. As Nate said, next week we'll start the Paint the Town Red miniseries with Wiz as GM on the infamous unsinkable ship, and you'll see the promos for it tomorrow. As usual, every Wednesday we'll be here for the not for sale game on in April, and we have a couple of games coming out in May, but you guys will only hear about it later on this month. So for all cool stuff, just make sure you have the notifications on, and keep us tabbed up. Your support, hanging out in chat, even just lurking helps us out, because this was a community built space, and well, we're really appreciative to you guys. What we're going to do is start this raid. because they're really awesome, and I don't know if they're finishing, but they're doing a charity stream over at Just the Human with Trans Lifeline. So I'm gonna get that raid started. You guys will see a wonderful ending scene. It has the intro from before, so if you haven't caught it, you can catch it now. All right, I'll see y'all next week. Bye.
I'm a kitty.